Oh my God, the interest rates are so high. We're going to wait until the interest rates get to a certain point for us to be able to afford a home and buy a bigger home with the money that we're able to spend. The days of the 3 and the 4% interest rates when you're going to buy are gone. What you're asking for, if you're waiting for that to happen again, is another economic crisis so that the interest rates will hit that point again. Do you really know what you're asking for if you're saying that? For more than a decade, I've been telling my buyers that these rates are abnormal, that the government and the banks want to see between 6 and 7% because that's where they actually start making money. So I don't see that we're going to fluctuate a little bit with interest rates here and there. I don't think that we're going to see crazy low like we were seeing in the past, and that was abnormal. What we're seeing now is normal. Over the past 40 years, the average interest rate is between 6 and 7%. And what you're doing when you're waiting right now is we're seeing a new trend, which are calling it delistings, and that's an article right here from Business Insider. Last week they came out with some new information that's showing that sellers who have listed their property on the market at a price that they want to get aren't necessarily needing to sell. They don't have to sell. So what they're doing is they're pulling their homes off the market because they're not getting the number that they want. And year over year, there's 47% more properties coming off the market in May. And month over month, May they increased by 35%. So if you're waiting for interest rates to drop, so is everybody else. And as there are less listings on the market, because what we're seeing is inventory is starting to drop. We've been in a buyer's market in Florida for a long time, and we are starting to see a trend that possibly inventory levels may go down again because people are pulling their properties off the market. If that's the situation and you're waiting for the interest rates to hit a certain point to buy a home, what's going to happen is there's going to be less inventory on the market, and then there's going to be a glut of buyers who have been waiting for that same interest rate. So you're all going to be competing against each other for the same home. You're going to get into multiple offer situations. What would it look like if you were to actually buy a home now with the inventory that's available on the market at the interest rates of today? And then when everyone is waiting for that interest rate to come and it hits and they're all running around like chickens with their heads cut off because they're in multiple offer situations, but you've already bought a home and all you need to do is refi at the lower interest rate. What would that look like?